Okay, let me just boot this in to the Discords. One and two. There we go. Cool. Hi. Welcome. Hi. Hello. Oh, because you're late, technically speaking. Husky, welcome. Reverse God, Volwave, Callum. Daniel, how are we doing? George. Simple yet effective name. How are we? How are we? I'm playing one of my favourite games of all time. Purely on the basis that I didn't know the servers were actually on. Yet they are. So, oh, piss. No, that's okay. We're off to a pretty meaty start. How are we all? Drinks piss. I don't drink piss, Zigzag. This is fake news, and I will beat these allegations. Don't you dare talk trash to me. I'm not full of piss. I often do have piss in me, but then I release said piss into the nether of the toilet realm, and then it goes. So I briefly have piss in. What am I talking about? Anyway, welcome. Recently reinstalled the game. Yeah, me too. I mean, I loved this game. So, for context, sorry, just pouring a drink. I'm kind of a bottle in already, to be honest with that. Oh, piss. My accuracy is poor. Someone is screaming. This is a horror show. No. For reference, I don't drink piss. No, I just want to clear that allegation up right now. I don't drink piss. This is Battlefield 1, yeah. Right, so for context, when I started, I used to play Battlefield, like this game, competitive. And then I was like, after some... I keep pressing circle to crouch, it's not circle. I played this competitive, and then I was like looking for something a little bit more casual. Bumped into Mr. Bio, who was playing this on his own, just running around doing Kyle things, I guess. And then I died. And then here we are. So that's yeah. But I love this game more than my family or any future child or children I may have. That's that really. So this is chaos. Why? Okay, we got a kill, and I killed a horse. So take that, Peter. The animal organisation would recommend the SMG-18 or whatever. Well, the MP-18. Marvin, you need not recommend guns to me on this game. I am a seasoned veteran. I'm a little bit rusty, but I am also a little bit tipsy. So that's part of the reason why I seem to maybe be struggling. Also, this sensitivity is pretty whack, if I'm entirely honest. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm level 95. I'm also in public chat. Turn that off. Yeah, you don't need to recommend things to me on this game. I was here from the beginning. Like that. But how are we all? How are we all? It's a Saturday night. I have a free house, which is why I'm on late. This will probably be a more regular occurrence as well, to be honest, in the near future. Obviously, it all depends on the flat sitch. Hopefully, it should all be going ahead soon. So, no, leave me alone. But yeah, I don't know. Did anyone else have the same fun I did on this game back in day? Because it's an absolute top tier game. Probably the best fun Battlefield had been for a while. I mean, I like 2042, but it's not got anything on this. Okay, I'm not very good at the minute. But this is first game on, like, yeah, drinking bingo. Oh yeah, that's the correct answer, well done. No, 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 no. Yeah, I mean, I played this solidly for about a year and a half, pretty much without playing anything else. So, solid game, top to bottom. And I don't think I've topped it since. That's my review of this game. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'll see you next time. This was a joke. When you're on fire, it's sprint. Well, then I know. But thank you, Minivader. I'm good. I'm good. What have I done today? Uploaded second channel, uploaded members video, so if you are a member, you can now see that. It's a setup tour. It's fucking scuffed, but I mean, that's like everything else I do, I suppose. I thought I'd do one before I move out, because I'm not going to get another chance really to do one here anytime soon. So yeah, so that's up, and then alright, and then hello Macca, who shouts hello. Home dog. Yeah, I'm alright though. I'm alright. I've had a relatively productive day. I just played with I played with the games. I played. Me and the boys just did some GTA heists. Well, I say we did some GTA heists. We didn't do very good. We didn't finish it either. So it was kind of a failure, if anything. But it was fun. So that's all good. Okay, everyone's just dying before I get a chance to do it myself. I haven't actually got a single kill with a gun yet. Oh, come. I don't know about that. Every kill I get a drink. Every death, 2 drinks. You get sniper kill, 2 drinks. Alright, I'll pin that. There you go. If you want to join in, they're the rules. I didn't make them, so don't hold me responsible. McDonald's or Burger King? McDonald's, probably. I like Burger King burgers, but they, I don't feel good about myself when I eat one, you know? Fuck off! Do you know what I mean? Are you going trick-or-treating this year? No, I'm 27. So, no. Probably not. I can't believe I used to play this game, like, I was, like, not to suck my own dick, but I was genuinely good at this game as well. It doesn't seem, that's a decoy, it doesn't seem my ability has transferred over into the modern day, which is a shame, but, you know, equally, it is what it is. I am several years older. This game came out, I worked it out, 7 years ago, which is mental. To think, like, I met Kyle on this game not long after it had been out. Drink. So, yeah, that is pretty radical when you think about it. How has that not killed him? Huh? What? Right, okay. It don't matter, we got the kill. Dan is drinking. He doesn't have a choice in the matter. What do you mean Obi-Wan is F tier? Are you thick? What's wrong with you? Obi-Wan is one of the best. If not the best. What are you talking about? Are you mental? In the head? Show me his pants. Sorry? Oh, thick. Right, yeah, no. No, thick meant something different when I were a wee tot. How are these not getting kills? Oh, there we go. Darth Nihilus is stunk. Darth Nihilus, I never been able to say it properly. I always liked Revan. Revan was always pretty sick. I'm excited to potentially see him in the Acolyte. Don't know much about the plot at all. Kind of want to keep it that way. I mean, I've muted the word Ahsoka on Twitter purely so I don't get spoilers. So far, absolutely loving it. Pretty much everything I thought it would be. I.e. Rebels Season 5. I am completely okay with that. I've got to stop pressing circle. Yeah, proper enjoying it. Sick. So yeah, it's better to use infantry rifles. Marvin Beak, I will not be lectured on playing this video game. Alright, young man? I was playing this game when you were in nappies. Shut up. Shut up. Stop talking to me. Trying to get good at Fortnite, I can't compete with the Discord mods. I gave up like after season 3. This man's in his 50s. I'm 27, man. Leave it. Leave it. I'm flourishing. I'm in my prime. I pissed off Thomas the Tank Engine. But yeah, I thought Saturday night, Battlefield. What could go wrong? This maybe change gun. I do like the Gewehr. The Gewehr is cool. However, the Springfield, it's a classic. Higher level than you, and I have every remaining DLC in this game. Okay, Marvin, well done. I don't need lecturing though. You would have moved from my second favourite. No! Please! Please! No! Seems to be later than usual. Yeah, it's because I've got 3 hours. So I can be noisy and loud and a bit of a freak. Which I already have been a bit. I did a bit of yelling on GTA. That was a nice kill. I liked that one. Yeah, I can be a little bit more frivolous. Big word. I'm sure some of you won't understand that one. You know, because you're all thick. And yeah, that's a tank. Okay, let's go somewhere that's not here. However, the AA gun may be able to do it. No, it doesn't seem to want to. Does it? I'm not sure. I'm just firing at the void here. Hello, Macca. Nice one. Cheers. I feel like you should have a GTA 5 racing stream. Fuck no. I hate GTA. In all honesty, I play it because the boys like it. I don't actually like the game personally, and the races I like even less. Yeah, is the honest but harsh truth. I don't particularly enjoy GTA. I was ranting about it a bit earlier. The game's been out for however many 10 years now, and like it's just been milked for every penny that it could be. I think it needs to just stop. Really, that might not be what some of you wanted to hear, but that's the way it do be. I'm afraid. Ping the tank. No! Marvin, I'm going to devour your mother. That doesn't really make sense, but okay, that man is screaming. Hello, Sharp. Does this mean you won't like GTA 6? No, I'm fine with GTA 6. I like GTA as a game, but like 5, I'm just so sick to death of it. Personally, it's like I don't know. I don't like being in the lobbies, like the free play lobbies. I don't like really doing the races. I mean, yeah, they're good for the odd funny moment, but they do get a bit boring after a while. And then the heists, yeah, take them or leave them, whatever really. Yeah, you know, it's not like they've not added stuff. No, to be fair, they have added stuff, but like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's just I've played it too much over the years. It's not like Minecraft, where obviously Minecraft came out around the same time, or earlier really. I feel like Minecraft has stayed relevant because of what it is at face value. It's a complete sandbox. Yeah, GTA has aspects of sandbox, but ultimately, once you've done certain things on there, you've done them, you know? So I've got nothing to drink my vodka, but with Vimto cordial. Oh my god, are you mental? Vimto. Whoa. Ghastly drink. Never liked Vimto. It's just too... I don't know what it is. Too sweet, mate? I don't know. No, it's got a weird flavour to it, hasn't it? Have a grenade. How about that? And hello, Brett. You're going to tell me you like men again? You're welcome to. It's fine. I don't like this map particularly, if I'm entirely honest. I might switch to... Soul Class. Do you like Tizer? You know, I've never had it. I've never had Tizer. See, one drink I feel like would work well as mixer is Schlur. I.e. posh people grape juice. I like Schlur. We have it at Christmas. Because it's the only time of the year that you can really warrant affording it. Yeah. What's your opinion? What's your opinion as Americans? Ooh. I've met a couple of Americans. Both have been fine. Not in person, just through gaming and such. As a whole, they concern me. American people do concern me. They are... A generalisation, I understand, but they are a less than intelligent race. And it's concerning that they are pretty much the most powerful economy on planet Earth. With a lot of them people. Yeah. I don't really have much... I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some Americans who have done some incredible things. And a lot that have, you know, been good for comedy and such and such. But the education of some of them leaves much to be desired, to put it frankly. That was probably the most British answer that anyone's ever given in answer to that question. I worry about them, I think, is where I'm going with this. They are batshit. Which, you know, can provide entertaining. Tickles. And then, yeah, no, it's a bit concerning. But, there are some lovely people. Just as there are, you know, all nationalities. All nationalities have nice people. And equally, bad people. I know a lot of awful British people. Shit. But yeah, you look like Alison Brie. Nice one, man. Appreciate that. You have no idea what we're doing. We're playing Battlefield 1. I'm not very well, admittedly, which is shock to the system, really. I used to be very good at this game. But this is me just clinging onto whatever is left of my nostalgia. I've joined a new fucking squad. Why have I done that? No, we want to go in that one. Then customize, okay. So, usually I used to roll the Hell Regal, like everybody did. Let's try the M18 optical, because the M18's actually pretty good from what I recall. Oh! Alright then. If I can get some of the like more classic maps, that would be quite ideal. I do like this game because it did feel brutal, and I feel like the difference between this and Battlefield 5 was Battlefield 5 sort of tried to soften war, and it shouldn't have. It should have just remained brutal. It should have been as brutal, if not more brutal than this. Yeah, it did miss a trick, in my opinion. I don't know. Part of it was historically accurate, but we won't go into that. That's a minefield of fucking talk. But I feel like 5 was good. I think they changed too much. I think that was it. They had a very good sweet spot with this. Really, all they had to do was skin this as a World War II shooter. Keep the things that Battlefield held traditional. And there should have been maximum destruction with Frostbite on that as well. They sort of dropped the ball on that one, I think. But I think there was a lot of issues with development as well. I think a lot of original DICE developers left, from what I understand at least. A lot of the original developers that initially sort of worked on earlier Battlefields. I think, or it might have been Frostbite, I can't remember. But I think the team that have initially worked on the Frostbite engine, a lot of them had left. So that left a lot of confusion on how to actually deal with it. And because of that, it was less good. Hello, Johnny Martinez. Please don't sexually assault me. That's my only request. That is my only request. How are we doing on the bingo, Husky? Have you got a specific bingo card for me? Or have you got, or is it just whatever happens in this particular game? This gun is bouncy as shit. Oh my god. I've been playing Hell Let Loose a lot lately as well, right? And I don't know if that's one for streams. I'm not sure, because it's a very slow-paced game. It requires a lot of proxy chat, so that's the thing. I don't know how well it would go down. But I love it. It's such a good game. Me and the boys played it last week, and it was the most fun I've had for a long time. Not that I've not had fun, because I have. But it's like, it's a perfect game for me and Kyle, to be honest, because it's our sort of game. You know, this was where we started together. And yeah, I know nothing about this game, but I can see if your personal bingo card can work with it. I'm just glad that there's a personal bingo card for me. I would be eager to see what's on it after this. I'm not gonna, or now, to be fair, I'm not gonna pander to it. I just do these things. Yeah, is waffling on there perchance? Because I tend to do a lot of that. Guilty, but I mean I can't help it. I'm just a talkative dude. The fuck it! I'm so inaccurate. Oh my god, man! What happened to me? What happened to me in this video game? 9 and 19. We are not doing good. But I got wine, so it doesn't matter. You should stream September the 7th. The game. What is that about? Did you change your PNP? I didn't. Why does everyone keep saying this? Right? Someone on TikTok said the other day, "Oh, I like your new profile picture." I'm like, I've had the same profile picture since like 4 years ago. I've changed the colour in the background ever so slightly. That is it. I've not touched it. Like, I've not changed the logo. I've not done anything. Why do people keep saying this? This is fake news. I've missed every single shot. Oh, why have I got a Calibri? Ah. Wine is definitely on the card, though. Fellowship bingo cards, I made it on the spot a few weeks ago when you were doing the Cold War campaign. Fuck, that was brutal. What are your opinion on lisps? We had a nice laugh about them yesterday. Lisps. That made me sound so much pissed than I am. I mean, if you've got a lisp, sucks to be you, I guess. I sympathise somewhat. You can't really help it. But, I mean, you optionally sound like an idiot. Imagine struggling to say a T and a H. Struggling. Lisp. Give me some good lisp words. I'll lisp them. I'll lisp them. King Julian nearly got robbed today. Not been a good one. I'm sorry to hear that. What happened? Tell us more. Tell us where the bad men touched you, King Julian from the Madagascar franchise. Was it Madagascar? I think it was. Right. Free kill. What could go wrong? I am shit at the game. That's why. Home dog. Plate. Right. Ha. I mean, is it me? Am I the problem here? Or... What? No, I'm aiming above him, right? To compensate for the bullet drop. How are these things... Okay. I don't think I was the problem there. got mugged by a group of 20 year 9s once. I nearly got robbed in Hyde Park in London once. That was fun. I'd just been to Wireless Festival. I was 15. 15. Just about to turn 16. So yeah, like 1923. Good year. No, fuck off. I do remember the bullet drops insane. That's why I was compensating, but it seemed to be just dropping too near. Anyway, so yeah, I'm at Hyde Park. Just finished Wireless Festival. Walking back to Hyde Park Corner train station. Easy. I can get to Hyde Park. I mean, it's all lit up. Everyone's here. I can get home easy. I know the way. And I did know the way. That wasn't the problem. And then some guy, he's just him and his mate. They're like, "Oh, sorry, mate. You got the time?" I was like, "Yeah, it's, I don't know, 10:30, whatever." And then he just tries to grab my phone, and I'm just holding it. We're basically holding hands at this point. And he's like, "Oh, let go, let go." I'm like, "No, it's my phone. You let go." He's like, "Ah, fam, stop being wise. Let go." I'm like, "Just no." I'm like, "I kind of need my phone, if that's okay." And then some people walked past, and he was like, "Rah, waste man, fam." So he didn't get my phone. Just sort of stood there confused, as though, what the fuck are you trying to do? Like, I mean, I knew what he was trying to do, but I was like, "What are you doing this in like the most popular park in central London? Are you mental? Are you thick? Me losing a few cells?" So yeah, I kept my phone. It was a HTC anyway. Do you remember HTCs? I don't think it would have been.
The dream of victory
Yeah, stop being a wet wipe and give us a phone.
We
Oh yeah,
have
there you go.
chance to see
Sorry.
these Habsburg dogs to their graves. Stand
was
up,
like-
soldiers. Stand up and fight again.
Oh yeah, I'll just give you my phone. Sorry, mate. Yeah, sorry for being such an inconvenience. I know you're trying to rob me politely, but like, sorry. Am I creating a problem here? Just take it. It's fine. I don't need it anyway. I'm only 16. I'm not going to need that to, call my parents when I get mugged in London. Mummy, a bad man stole my phone. Anyway, I got away with it. Well, I didn't get away with it. It was my phone. But, yeah, it was calm. Blessed, fam. You're so big and handsome. Like Chris Hansen. Yeah, cheers, man. Oh, fuck off. All they got off me was £2. Do you have your driving license on the back of my phone? Yes. I don't think you'll be able to enhance that. I don't think the camera would have picked it up, so I should be safe. But yeah, it's always in the back of my phone. But no one would try to mug me these days because I'm a big beardy bloke. And I think I fit the demographic of let's try and mug him. Probably less than most people, to be honest. That's 2 kills. Drink if you're playing along. Yeah, I think I don't really fit the demographic of let's try and mug this guy. It seems like he'd be unless you've got a knife, I suppose. But even at that point, I just scream. I just scream several obscenities and people would get attention. They would get attention. Plus, if I just say no, then technically they have to respect my consent. If I don't consent to being mugged, then they can't do it. They're the rules. I don't make the rules. But, Is it true that you're 2 or 3 years away from being 30 years old? Where did you hear this, Johnny? It's not like I've openly gone, yeah, I'm 27. I've only just turned 27, mind you. Yeah, I'm only 27. The thing is, I aged quickly. Like, I aged as soon as I got a full-time job when I turned 18. Like, I pretty much grew a beard instantly because of the stress or testosterone or what, I don't know. And then since then, I've been an adult and a big boy. I've had people thinking I'm 30 for like 6 years now. So it's not really like this thing where I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe people think I'm that old. Because I kind of can. I can kind of see it. But like mentally, I'm still 18. Like I still don't feel that old. I've not got the desire to go out and club anymore. Like, I'm past that. I'm not really bothered about clubbing at all, to be honest. I haven't been for a good few years. Before the pandemic, maybe, but I struggle to even socialise publicly now, to be honest, even with pals, like real life friends. Where'd that come from? Yeah, I don't even really... If my mates go, oh, do you want to go to cinema? I'm like, yeah, that's fine, sound, we'll go out. But if they're like, oh, right, the plan is we'll go to ours, and then we'll go to the pub, and then maybe we'll go to a couple of clubs. Like, I'm just like, oh, I'd rather be at home and then go to bed at a sensible time, or around like 1 o'clock. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be out all night anymore. It's overrated. What, get home and have a headache the whole day after? Lose a day of my life. He says as he's drinking his second bottle of wine. Yeah, I'm sort of past it. Like, well, the clubbing aspect of it. I don't mind... If it's somewhere... If I can walk home, from where I am, mint. It's great. Because I can just go, oh, right, well, I'm going to go. Goodbye. But if I have to worry about, like, train times and all that just count me out. I can't be asked. I know this is a weird question, but do you have the time? It's 3 minutes past 10. I hope this has answered your question. I want to ask a girl to watch Five Nights at Freddy's. How do I go about that? Well, this might blow your mind, but go, hi. Would you like to come and watch Five Nights at Freddy's with me? Right, so... I mean, are you actually asking for dating advice? First of all, how old are you? Because I need to clear that up, because I need to see what mentality we're working with here. Because it gets different as you get older. I mean, before I met my girlfriend, I'd obviously been dating a little while, and towards the end, you sort of do just become a bit forward with it, because you know what you're dealing with, and you can tell instantly.
To the cum zone.
We didn't do that much of welcoming to the cum zone, but nice one, Hayes. It's not Wednesday at all, it's Saturday, but appreciate it. And appreciate you, buddy. Oh, buddy, old pal. But yeah, like towards the end of that, it's just like, look, are you happy? Are you not? Alright, sweet, let's just fucking call this off because it's not worth both of our time. Like, you just become pretty cutthroat with it, you know? So, yeah, it's one of them. Anyway, it's a bit different when you're younger, obviously. Watching FNAF movies, so I'm assuming maximum 14 years old. Yeah. I don't know. If it's anything between, like... I wouldn't even suggest worrying about relationships, quote unquote, when you're a teenager, personally. 18, 19, yeah, fair enough. But, like, 16 maybe, even. Get you a bit of experience of dealing with the opposite sex, you know. Or the same sex, if you're into that. I mean, hey, you do you, I don't care. But, I mean, I had my first proper relationship when I was 16. And you learn a lot. You learn a lot about how to negotiate certain situations and how to deal with women. I still haven't figured that one out particularly. But, like, how to keep it steady, you know? Like, yeah, I don't know, it's tricky. Because I in my case... I got him. This is we're going. Like, I've had wine. We're going deep into it now. At this point, fuck off. Like my first relationship was 16 to 21, so it was like 5 years. And like yeah, towards the end, we had nothing in common. So it was just like, let's just like fucking call it off. Do you know what I mean? Because realistically, you change so much in them years anyway, and it's not something to be upset about because it happens. Like you're turning into an adult. It's people are going to pick up different interests, and if anything, it should have happened sooner, to be honest. Because after that, I then turned into sort of someone that actually enjoyed, you know, life. Not that I didn't before. It was different. It was a different take on it, you know. But I was free, definitely, I suppose you could say. I'd go out and have a good time with mates and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I don't know. So, firstly, if you do get into a relationship at that age, it's not the end of the world at all if it falls apart. It's probably gonna happen. If I'm entirely honest, it's probably gonna happen. You're probably gonna get dicked about. So expect it. And anyway, and then after that, obviously, if you get back into dating, this has become different. It's become a fucking Jeremy Kyle episode. Anyway, if you get into dating after that, get ready. Get ready for a world of hurt, because, oh, boy, you're going to be in one. So, the first few dates you go on, if it doesn't work out, you're like, oh, this is horrible, why do people do this? La-di-da-da-da. This is Waffling Husky, but it's kind of got a head start. Anyway. But yeah, like, when you're dating and that, and it doesn't work out, you're just like, oh, this is horrible, fucking la-di-da-da, is it me, am I the problem? Blah, 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 blah. We've all been there, you know. But when you've been doing it for a while, you just sort of realise that people know what they want, and people are looking for something specific. And once everybody meets everything on that, then they're going to put in the effort to do it. And you've got to be selfish with it, really, to be honest. I mean, if you go on a date with someone, you go, oh yeah, they were nice. I don't know if there was much there, but I'll keep trying. Sometimes it's easier just to not, you know, because you're just wasting each other's time. You're wasting that person's time as well. You kind of got to be respectful with it, but also selfish. It's a bit of a tricky one. So yeah, I mean, if you vibe with someone, you vibe with someone. That's the end of that, really. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't really help it. That's just how it is. But if you've got any doubt, bear in mind, date to marry as well. That's the other thing, right? But if you don't think, if there's something about them that you find a bit, like, I hate the term, I fucking despise the term, actually, in fact, but, like, icky. You know, if you think there's something about that person that, oh, I don't really like the way they deal with that, or, you know, so on and so forth, it's probably worth just leaving, to be honest, because the right one will turn up eventually, and there's no rush. Do you know what I mean? Like, at that point, you're still young. So you can you can take your time, and yeah, if it don't work out, oh, alright, yeah, shit for a couple of days, but then just you just get straight back out. Do you know what I mean? It's not a problem particularly. Like, it is what it is. And there's plenty more fish in the sea for me. When you meet one that you're like, okay, I would settle with you. You kind of know, you know. Yeah. I think that the clincher for me with Hayley, my current girlfriend, current as if she's going to get replaced. No, I'm actually quite lucky, to be honest. Anyway, regardless, but like the clincher was sort of like talking. I can openly talk because obviously I'd been dating in my local area and stuff like that, and he tried to sort of appear as sort of cool and like, yeah, you know, I do this and I do this, and like, I'd never told a single person that I dated about YouTube, because it's just, let's be honest, like, mentally for me, right, I'd get, if people at school found out you were doing YouTube, this was back in the day when no one did it, if people at school found out I was doing YouTube when I was at school, I'd have had the shit ripped out of me, and that would have been that. It would have been final, like, never uploading another video again. It wouldn't happen. So mentally, I'm just like, well, no one can know. No one can know. And obviously, dating for months and not telling a single soul that I was dating, that I've got this whole project on you know, this side hobby where I talk to strangers on the internet and play video games for entertainment's sake. I didn't tell a single person that I dated that I did YouTube, and that was mainly out of like, oh, they'll find that, like, me thinking, oh, they'll probably find that fucking childish, you know. I think part of me does think, yeah, it is a little bit childish, but I'm a big child. Like, that's why I enjoyed doing it, because I wanted to do this when I was 13, 14, but fear of bullying stopped me doing it, which is why I do it now, because I don't give much of a shit, to be honest. But then, obviously, you don't want someone to judge you because of a hobby. and obviously my current. I keep saying current girlfriend. I don't know why I keep saying current. I just don't want anyone to get confused. My girlfriend, you know, knew about it from the start. Not only that, in same interests in like Marvel comics, you know, pop vinyls, all this nerdy stuff. And like, it's the first time I'd talked to someone and actually just like not had to put up a face or like try to be someone that I wasn't, you know. I'm nicing you here, Hayley. Like I'm wording it horrifically. I keep saying current girlfriend as if I'm gonna be like, yeah, well, my next girlfriend is gonna be even better. Check this out. You know, there's no plan. There's no plan, obviously, to have an ex-girlfriend. Like, you know, date to marry. But I digress. But like, it was the first time where like there was just no pressure, and it was weird. I'm just talking about me now, to be honest. I'm just talking about myself. What a shock. But like, it was long distance, which is, I always said from the start that I would never do long distance. I even said that to her when we first started talking. I was like, I would never do a long distance relationship. So, you know, I hate Cleaver so much. Oh my god. But if it's right, it's right. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know. So I don't know. It's a weird one. Back to the initial point of how to ask this girl whether or not she wants to go to Five Nights or Freddy's. Just be you, I guess. You'll know if she's right for you or not. Just go, oh hi. I mean, it depends how much you talk to her initially. Like, if you talk a fair bit, you can be more casual with it. Like, oh, bitch. You wanna go? Whatever. And then yeah. I mean, it depends how casual you are with it. If you don't know her, and if you like message her and it will be like, oh, he's that creepy guy that always stares at me at school, your position might not be good. But even if that is the case, just message, be like, oh hi, I know we don't really know each other that well, but I was wondering if you maybe wanted to go and see Five Nights at Freddy's at some point. I hope you have a good day. Kind regards. Sign it off like an email. Kind regards, or yours sincerely. Yeah, just ask. I think that's the thing. Like, I spent a lot of time overthinking how to word these sort of messages, and then in the end, I was just like, well, I'm not gonna cry if the answer's no, so I'll just ask, and 9 times out of 10, it's fine. Sometimes you get rejected. That is part of it. Like, you just gotta get, like, be fine with rejection. Like, don't be upset with rejection. That's one of the most important things. Because, yeah, you get rejected. Oh, boo, it's sad. Oh, you know, is there something wrong with me? Am I, you know, is there something I did? No, you're fine. It's just you're not for that person necessarily. That person doesn't, you know, have. That person doesn't see you the same way you see them, which is fine. Everyone's going to put themselves first, and that's completely fine. Like, you've got to kind of expect it, but don't. If you go into it that unconfident, then it's not going to work. You've got to have the confidence to go, oh well, if they say yes, I can deal with it. If they say no, then all right, there'll be someone else. You know, it's one of them. You can't beat yourself up for being rejected, because at the end of the day, there's someone out there that you'd reject, you know, and it would be the same principle. So that's the way I saw it, at least. I've had to reject a couple of people before, which was fun. I took great pleasure in doing that. I was in a club once. We were talking to a group of people, not even like with the intent of flirting or anything like that. It was just one of them sort of go to a club and just get chatting to strangers, like no intention.
Fought like lions,
and
but have lost this battle.
this
Your passion for our
how should we say
motherland
it?
will never
This
stop.
larger
And you will
lady
fight again.
in the corner,
Only the dead have
just
seen the
smoking
end
a
of
cigarette,
this
just
war.
like leaning against the wall, pissed as a fart as well. To be
By
fair,
the beginning of
She was just like-
1916, It was
You're right,
becoming
fat
increasingly
birds.
clear that Russia could
I was
no
like,
longer sustain the losses from
no,
several
sorry,
failed
like, not-
operations while
not really for
maintaining
me,
loyalty to the
personally.
autocratic and ever
Check
more
out my mate though.
dysfunctional monarchy
Yeah,
of
he'll
Tsar
he'll go
Nicholas
for it.
II.
Like, yeah, I mean,
If the
you seem like a
Austro-Hungarians
10-pinter,
had
even by
managed
his
to halt
standards.
the
So
First
yeah, go
Brusilov
for it.
advance,
But no, I'm
inflicting
playing.
further
But
wounds on Russia, it is likely
is that
anger
misogynistic?
amongst
I'm
the
not
people
sure.
at home would have ignited the revolution
But yeah,
immediately,
and she was like,
leading
"Oh,
to the
please."
Bolsheviks
I'm like,
pulling Russia
"Nah,
out of
honestly,
the
like
war
seriously, love,
before
like
the
no,
winter set
like
in. A
it's not
huge
you.
blow to the
I'm
Allied
sure you're a
alliance.
lovely person, but if you're not attracted to someone, there's like no point in pretending you are either, you know." So yeah, hello August. Your month is officially over. Where's September? Where's September? Sorry, I got stuck in like the DJ Khaled NPC dialogue menu there. How do I explain to her the Fortnite situation? She says yes. Please describe to me the Fortnite situation. Do you remember? What do you mean you need to add shit joke to the bingo card? All my jokes that bad? Some of them are good. I got a battle pack. Fantastic. What will I do with it? Let's find out. No, don't view profile. I ended up with 36 kills, to be fair. I've recovered that somewhat. Did alright. A level 9 top the leaderboard. Fucking hell. I had wise words. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? I was rather popular with the bitches. No, that was a joke. I wasn't particularly. You just kind of got to know what to say when to say it. Not that I'm in any position to give advice on this, because I was pretty casual. I think that's the thing. Like I said, when you know, you know, and it's never as stressful as as it seems. Sometimes just ask the questions, and ask the questions. Consider that person's feelings within it as well. And don't be disappointed if it doesn't go the way you want. They're the three main get-outs of this. People are going to think the way they think. You gotta let them. I have disagreements with the boys every so often. For example, me and Isaac clash sometimes. Not as in falling out or anything like that. We clash sometimes over how we deal with things. But at the end of the day, we are different people and we process information differently and we see the world different ways. So you've got to just look past that and work around it and try to give and take a bit, you know. Put yourself forward first, but at the same time consider that person, how they see it. Try and take on points from their side. You know, that's an example. Me and Isaac get on well 99.9% of the time. I'm looking forward to shitting in his bag next week, to be honest, as well. We are at Insomnia, in case anyone here is going. I know I've said it about 50 times. I'm technically his +1, so the pressure's kind of off of me. I'm just going to be there to get like, well, I get to go to a convention for one, and I get to... What do you mean, your next boyfriend? What do you mean?
Verda is in grave danger.
What do you mean by that? Anyway, that's how not to deal with that situation. Just call her bluff. That's... Messages angrily. I'm just gonna send her. I have sent her a text. Just my current girl. Oh, right, okay, I see. I didn't say I've got a next girlfriend. I just meant current. Like, technically, it is current. Like, I know she's pissing at that. It's fine. It's fine. He's a good-looking bloke, though. To be fair, he's strange-looking. But I think after a few pints, I'd probably consider it. Anyway, that was a joke. I'm gonna get it in the ear after this. I was only joking about current. I was only joking about current. Oh my god, it's an expression. It's just it's how you word it. That's all it is. Because I might. Oh no. Oh no. It's just how you word. It's an expression. See, don't do what I did, guys. I worded that bad. Yeah, alright, there we go. Got a message. I'm just joking. Yeah, I know. But I got a just joking out of it, so... I'm just joking about that family of 4 I run over the other day. If you're a government official watching this, that was a joke. I would like to stress that. Please don't come for me. Well, that's the thing, though. This is what I'm saying, right? Date to marry. There's no point dating if... I mean, unless it's established early on that you're just, like, friends with benefits or whatever. Which, as long as you establish that, it's fine. And don't... You can't really expect anything more out of that person if it's... If that's, you know, what you've sort of agreed. And don't be upset when it ends as well, because... It's a tricky one. It's a tricky one. My point is, date to marry if you're not just after a little fling, you know? Because not only... I mean, I wouldn't go on a relationship if I didn't see a future with said person. In this instance. I am nice enough. This has been a bit of a soppy stream, other than the bit where I got told off for calling her my current girlfriend. Which is just a phrase. I just want to stress that is a phrase. But yeah, like... Oh yeah, I mean, obviously it's private stuff as well. I don't want to talk about our plans exactly as in like what the future is, but like... Yeah. It's not like we're just doing this for a laugh. I mean, we've been together a year and a half now, so... Basically, yeah, just like casual, like don't stay casual. That's worded that badly, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Just keep you cool. Yeah, we have bad days. Not me and her. We, as people collectively, have bad days. Like I've had a bad day every so often, and maybe not dealt with it the right way, or maybe not been as patient as I usually am. And I think she'd agree, 99% of the time I'm fine. And if I have a bad day, yeah, sometimes I deal with it the wrong way. We all do. It's how it goes. I'm a man, and I'm allowed to have a man period sometimes. I think that's justified. But yeah. Anyway, I did not imagine my return to Battlefield 1. My epic triumphant return would be me just giving out relationship advice. I didn't know that was how this was going to go. But here we are, nonetheless. Do I need a wee? But do I need it now? That's the question. Do I need a wee at this very moment in time? Or can I hang on? I'm not sure I can. I might just piss myself right here and now. I'm not going to do that. Would be funny. Everyone knows man periods are this. It's called man period. It's very true. That is very true. I've been struck by man flu a few times in the last couple of years, and I tell you, it's not fun. Also, it's a lie when people say that childbirth is more painful than getting kicked in the balls. The women are wrong on that one. When I get kicked in the balls, I don't go, I want to do that again. Whereas women will have multiple children. It's a conspiracy theory. But, you know. Since you've given your opinions about the USA, what are your thoughts about the UK? I think us British are... I love aspects of our culture, and I hate aspects of our culture. I do like... The British culture, like... So, I appreciate British banter. To be honest, I do love British banter. Like yesterday, for example, West Ham played Luton at his first game at the new Luton Stadium. Or not new Luton Stadium, but the first game at their stadium in the Prem. And obviously, if you don't know football, their stadium is like pretty much in the middle of some streets. Like people's houses back onto it. So you literally walk underneath someone's house to get into the stadium. and West Ham fans were singing a chant about "We can see you in the bath" as they're walking out the stadium. It's little things like that that are just so stupid, but also comedic. Because obviously they can't really see him in the bath. You know, it's a joke. Football is probably one of the aspects of British culture that I love the most. Just football chants and, you know, how a whole man's weekend can be defined by the result of a football match. For example, this weekend, I'm following 6 teams this season. Some of them more than others, but I'm actively keeping up to date with 6 football teams this season. All 6 of them won this weekend, which are great results. So my mood's good. If all 6 of them lost, however, I mean, I would be that pissed off, to be honest. I'm not like a mental football fan. I'm not like one of these people that goes and argues with people on Twitter. I just enjoy watching it, and yeah, I mean, I support West Ham, so winning isn't exactly something I'm massively used to, but I enjoy it when we do, and when I don't, it's frustrating, but it is what it is. I understand that we're one of them teams that are constantly going to disappoint me. That is just how it is. That's the way it goes as a West Ham fan. Oh my god, really? Surely that's worth a shot, Husky. Anyway, yeah, but like, I don't know. I forgot. Oh yeah, UK people. Back to the point. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Yeah, I think we are. This is gonna sound weird. We are cowards. We are polite, sarcastic cowards. ULEZ is a good example of this. Everybody is pissed off about this new ULEZ expansion. I'm pissed off about this ULEZ expansion. I would have to pay £12.50 to see my own father, which is fucking stupid. Like, my mum and dad are divorced, and I live with my mum currently. My dad lives inside the M25. If I am to go and see my dad, I will have to pay £12.50 for e-commissions tax. Commission, no. Economy shit. I don't know, whatever. The fucking air pollution.
Our defenses here are broken.
My car is road legal. I pay road tax. I pass an MOT. It's taxed, insured, the lot. But because I drive inside a certain area, I have to pay £12.50 to drive in that area, even though just outside of it. Let's not forget, wind fucking exists. Like, wind can just push the air pollution into that area. Like, fucking stupid. Anyway, so I got paid £12.50 now if I want to go and see my dad. Fucking ridiculous. It's not just me. Luckily, I changed job. I was working in that area for 7 years, 6 months ago. If I hadn't have left that job, I'd be paying £12.50 a day just to go to work in order for me to earn money to then pay that again. It's ludicrous. It really is ludicrous. Get a train. The thing is, though, the trains are all private companies. They're all owned by, I think, Holland. There's a company in Holland that own this train line. It would have cost me about 16 quid a day to get to work and back, whereas it cost like 50 quid for a full tank in my car. It's a lose-lose situation. This is the problem. To get that far. If I were to go to my dad's by public transport, I'd have to get a train to Romford, another train or a bus to then another town, and then I'm not going to specify where in case my dad's not going to get dossed, is he? Let's be honest. I'd have to get a bus or a train to Hornchurch, which is like a 30-minute drive. It'd take me about 2 hours to get there, and it would cost me more. It would cost me about 30 quid. Maybe not that much. It would cost me about 15 quid, which is more than the ULEZ in the first place. But still, I shouldn't have to pay to go and see my own father. It's ridiculous. My point is, everybody's pissed off about ULEZ, but no one's really doing anything about it. Like, yeah, there's been a few protests, and the ULEZ Blade Runners, or whatever they're called, who are taking these cameras down. But sure, like, if this was in France, the French would have fucking marched on Parliament and burnt the place to the ground. The French love any excuse for a riot, and as much as, yeah, everyone hates the French. As much as everyone hates the French, I completely commend their ability to just cause a scene out of anything like that. Like, honestly, They could be pissed off about prices on bread going up, and they would riot and burn every car in the street to the ground. Like, I don't know what it is about the French. They just love the idea of a revolution and hanging whoever's in charge. Emmanuel Macron's a dead man walking, surely. But, I don't know. Anyway, so that's why I think British people are cowards, because everyone's pissed off all the time, but we're not doing anything about it. No one is doing anything to actually stop this mental oppression that people are under. Like, people might not think that you're oppressed or whatever. It depends on where you're from, I suppose, on how bad it is. But I'm not going to get political. But yeah, honestly, how we're this tolerant, I do not know. So I guess tolerant is probably the word I'd use for British people. Yeah. It depends though. Britain's quite a bit like... It depends on different parts of Britain. Because I don't know how Scottish people see the whole thing. I don't know how... like, Welsh people... I'm not doing anything about it either. Yeah, but, I mean... Yeah, this is my point. No, this is my point. I'm not doing anything about it. But currently, other than going to see my dad... And I can just get in a car with my sister, because she's fine with the ULEZ thing. Because her car is... to the standards of it. I can go with her. That's fine. But... no one does anything because no one can do anything. Like, what are we meant to do? Nothing changes when you do something. It's a double-edged sword. You go to try and do something, nothing changes, and then you don't go to try and change it, then you've got no right to moan. It's like, it's a tricky one, isn't it? Like, whatever. Is your sister a female? What? Yeah. Yeah. Last I checked. I don't know, we don't speak about gender that much, to be honest. Literally, right? The talks I have with my sister, I went to Tesco on lunch yesterday to get a wrap, some fruit, and a drink. And she bumped into me while I was in Tesco and went, "My card's not working. Are you alright to get me my phone?" Why are 3 of you asking? She's not, for the record. So soz. But, yeah, so she just went, "Oh yeah, my card's not working, alright, get me lunch." I'm like, "Yeah, nice to see you too." And that was that. And then I saw her today, and she was like, "You fed the cats?" I was like, "Yep, I fed the cats." Done the dishwasher as well. I was like, "Alright, sweet." Going to, like, her boyfriend's. I was like, "Alright, sweet." Like, we don't really need to talk, like, we get on, we don't argue. We just get on with it, and I don't know, we're pretty similar anyway, to be fair, we're pretty chill. We get that from Dad. I'm in a bit of a mad one. Oh. Johnny Martinez, you asked that question 15 times now, and it's been answered in the chat. I'm not going to give you specific details. I don't particularly like my sister, she's chavvy, and she's 11, she's been ruined. I mean, you can always try again, I guess. So, when's the mask coming off? Sorry? What mask? Also, I need a piss. Does anyone... Right, look. I'm gonna go piss. I'm gonna go piss. How about that? I'll be 2 seconds. My fucking top gets caught on that. I'll be 2 seconds. I'm gonna give you the nice loading screen so you can see what goes on the screen. I'll be 2 seconds. Piss time, I love to piss. Piss. That was really good. Honestly, I can piss mega quickly, right? Welcome back. I can. The toilet is on the other side of that door, and I did wash my hands as well before anyone pipes up. But I'm just really good at pissing. Everyone's like, "Oh my god, you went to the toilet so quickly." I'm like, I'm just really good at pissing, dude. That's all it is. Didn't even clean. I did. I cleaned. I'm just very good at it. I'm telling you. I promise. It's the truth. Swat, that's not very nice. If honestly, right, if there, this is going to sound silly. It's not silly. It's serious. If there were piss championships, I'd be the king. I'd be the winner of the piss championship. I do also like this map as it goes. Yeah, very good at pissing. I put all of my special stats into piss. 2 right. I can piss with no hands. Sometimes depends what mood I'm in. Depends how I'm feeling on that particular occasion. Sometimes I feel like it's liberating to just, you know, to Winnie the Pooh. Also, this one's for the men. The men and the boys amongst the crop. When you go to a urinal, are you a balls as well as willy kind of guy, or why am I asking this question? Are you a balls out kind of guy, or are you a not balls out kind of? I'm a balls out kind of guy. Why would you need to take the balls out? It's liberating. So, like, for example, I'm not gonna do it. Don't worry, you're safe. But like, if I do that, it's just natural to get it all out. Like, I don't know. It's just I can't. I feel like I'm cutting off some sort of supply if I don't. I don't like it being constricting. I like just being able to just have my balls out. No, just sausage. I'm balls in. It's weird. What? I'm not showing you how to pee. I was just showing you how I pee. Well, yeah, okay, I'll show you how to pee. But I don't know. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I do it with. Sometimes I do it without. It depends what mood I'm in. it's very mood dependent. Majority of the time, it is balls out though. I just like it's nice to get a bit of like, you know, fresh air. If there's more than 3 people using the urinal, I can't go. Beta male. Beta male activities. You need to assert dominance. You need to go in the urinal and stand 2 foot back and piss at a distance. I've developed a really bad... I've said this, I think, on the stream a couple of times, but I'm going to say it again. I've developed an incredibly bad habit of when I go... If I'm at a bar or a club, which isn't very often these days. Once I'm pissed, I will say this. And... yeah, usually I'll start pissing, and then I'll say my catchphrase, which is, "I'm really good at pissing." And people will look at me and go, "What?" And I'll say, "I'm really good at pissing." I love awkward silence so much. Ironic considering I don't shut the fuck up when I'm streaming, but you know, here we are. Shut up and stream. I should really. Why'd you make it so uncomfortable? Funny. This is the problem. I grew up on shows like The Office and Peep Show and just stuff like sitcoms where the point of it is to make you feel as uneasy and awkward as possible. I grew up on these kind of shows, so that's my sort of humour, like just very dry, very sarcastic. The more awkward a situation is, the funnier it is, as far as I'm concerned. It's painful to watch certain situations, but funny also. Sometimes. It depends on the occasion, I guess. Hello. Goodbye. Right. Okay. Oh, put the gas mask. Put the gas mask on. There we go. What's the most streams that ever come out when you went for a piss? I think I had a free split once. How many shakes? At least 7. I count. I always turn off your streams when you're ending it because it's so awkward and cringe I can't sit through it. Why are you telling me this now? You could have said this to me about a year and a half ago. The thing is, I like this is what I mean. I like the awkward aspect of it. It's funny. It's funny to me, just making people feel uneasy. I get kicks from it. I'm not sure why. Maybe I'm like deeply psychologically damaged. Maybe. Might have been the parents' divorce actually. That kind of ended me as a person. I think, to be honest. Actually mentally broke me, I think, at the time. And I don't think I ever recovered from that. I am playing. You told me not to. You know what? It's not even that I'm trying to purposely be awkward when I end streams. I just never know a good way to end it. Why have I got these fucking coughs still, man? But yeah, like I just don't have a good way to. I'm not I don't.
Yes, men. This is
I've
our
never been good at
victory.
talking to. Voice
These
crack there as well.
barbarians
Fucking
know
hell.
now
We are
that
really
our
going through it
eternal
today.
fighting spirit is what
But like
defines us.
I shouldn't
They
be on
will
YouTube.
never
I'm the sort of
break
person that
us.
should not be on YouTube. Like I'm not good at talking to a camera. I'm alright in situations like a stream because I'm talking to someone. I'm going back and forth. I can actually bounce off of people, and I don't know. It's a weird one. It's because with the ending streams, that's genuine sort of awkwardness. I think that's not even me trying to. Yeah, I play on it a little bit. In my brain, I'm like, okay, end it there, and then I don't end it there, and I'm like, oh, you've waited too long now, so you kind of have to end it. But yeah, that's genuine awkwardness sometimes. It's weird because like I'm fine with talking to people in public and stuff like that. Like, I worked in retail for 8 years. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's not a problem. That doesn't faze me at all. Talking to, I mean, I don't like filming in public. Definitely, I'm not over keen on that. At Comic-Con, it's different, and places like that. If I'm with Hayley, for example, it's different because I'm with someone. I'm just being stupid with that person or them people. And I don't mind because no one else outside of that matters. I feel most comfortable with Hayley, to be fair, when recording stuff. Like we went to Birmingham and she was just recording me doing stupid little things, and that was fine. I didn't mind that at all. So it's similar with Comic-Con really, because the boys are filming as well. We're all together. We're all just being stupid and whatever. But like, if I were to film a selfie. Like filming selfie cam in public, and someone saw me, I'd be like, I'm dead. Like I cannot live this down. I don't know. It's weird. I'm pretty weird. Hello, Caesar. How you doing? Life's been fun. How's yours? How's yours going? But yeah, I don't like. I can be quite awkward in situations like I don't know. The amount of times I've gone to, like I did it last week, to be honest. I don't recording while people are at home. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And because I've never, I mean, my mum knows I do this, but at the same time as that, I don't think she understands it. And the idea of her walking in while I'm just talking to no one is horrifying to me. Like I'm 27. I'm an adult, you know. Like I'm a grown man, even though I ask for an adult when things go wrong. But like, I shouldn't be worried about shit like that. But it's just you can't. I don't think you can change it. It's just I get embarrassed easily. I think that's my. And when I do get embarrassed as well, I get nasty. I think that's the other thing. I will just go for the throat of whoever it is that I feel like they're trying to seem better than me. You know? This is why I always have issues with my mum. Well, no, I don't always have issues. We get on right. Do you know what I mean? Like we're fine. Like there's never been any mad issues. But like it's that typical thing that, like when the family are over, she'll tell jokes at my expense, and it's just like, this is, and then you'll go upstairs or whatever. And then like, oh, you're so unsociable. It's because you're taking the piss out of me every time I come down. Why do you think I'm unsociable? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna. Why would I sit down here if I'm just gonna get ridiculed? Like, and then disappear when I get ridiculed, and then go, oh, I'm being unsociable. I don't understand it. I don't know, it's weird. Tell you what, Kyle's got an incredibly good relationship with his mum, and his nan as well, like, and I'm happy he has, to be fair, because, I'm not going to go, I mean, I don't know the full extent myself, but, you know, Kyle's not had an easy life by any stretch of the imagination, but he's got his mum, and she shows him more support than a mother should, to be honest, and he gives it back, and it's lovely to see, to be fair, to be honest, so... That in comparison, I mean, I'm saying this as if I don't get on with... I do get on with my mum. Like, we get on fine. I annoy her, but that's because I'm similar to my dad. This has become a therapy session, isn't it? Like, I'm just screaming into the void tonight. I don't have mummy issues at all. Like, our relationship was affected several years ago, but that's going to happen when your parents divorce, isn't it? Like, that's completely normal. I'd get on with my dad, but... that's because we're pretty much the same person in terms of humour and comedy and how we are. But I don't see him as much as I maybe like to, you know. Don't mean we don't get on though. I get on with my dad quite well. And I do get on with my mum, but yeah, obviously she just pisses me off sometimes because we clash and because I'm too loud. But yeah, I think Caesar is... completely wrapped it up in a nutshell there. She doesn't realise we're 16, or not 16 or 17. You know what she said to me the other day? She's like, oh, I'm worried you're eating too much salt. I'm like, I'm the only person in this house that does exercise. What are you talking about, you crazy bitch? I didn't say that. I don't think that. But to be fair, she's not a bitch. I'm the only person in this house that actually goes out and actively exercises. I play football twice a week and I go to the gym every so often. Like... what are you talking about? I know how to diet. Like, I know how to eat well. Like, she was like, I was putting salt in my roast dinner. She was like, I've already put salt in there. I'm like, well, one, you haven't, because I can't see any salt. And secondly, I'm 27. Like, and she's like, I know, but you're still my son. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm an adult. I've got my own life. I'm a person. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not a kid. And the thing is, I think me being like that doesn't help the situation because I'm pushing her away, and obviously at the same time she's just trying to be a mum. I get it, but equally the more clingy you're going to be, the more I'm going to reject it, you know. I'm an adult. Like, and the thing is, I wasn't raised in a particularly strict childhood, but obviously if when I was going out and stuff like that more, I wouldn't tell her where I'm going. I'd lie because I'm not, because I'll get lectured if I said where I was really going, you know, or I'd get questioned, and it would be, our relationship wasn't good enough. This isn't a mummy issues thing, by the way. This is just me talking. But like, yeah, I wouldn't tell her where I'm going because I don't want the lecture, or I don't want the questions. If she went, oh, where are you going? I'd be like, oh, I'm going out and meet someone. And she went, oh, fair enough. That would be fine. But then, like, it would go down the route of, I'm going out. Oh, who are you going with? The boys. I mean, I'm obviously not going out to see the boys. This is years ago. Like, I wasn't obviously going out to see the boys. I mean, I was actively dating at the time, so it's like, it's obvious where I was going. But, like, yeah. I'd get, like, literally one date, and it'd be like, oh, what's her name? When am I meeting her? It's like, you know, it's been one date. You're lucky if you even know her name. Like, fuck up. Yeah, she was surprisingly alright when I said, oh yeah, I'm meeting up with a girl that we've talked to online. She lives in Northern Ireland. She's like, oh, okay. Okay. You're alright with that then. Weird. But yeah, no, like, I'm making it sound worse than it is, to be honest. I do feel suffocated at home, which is why I'm moving out. Like, that's the good news. And to be honest, I think it's probably helped because we're actually talking to, like, I mean, just about stuff. She's still getting on my nerves about it. She's like, any update? I'm like, I'll tell you if there's an update. Like, I want to move out as much as you want me out, for one. So, like, you'll know. Don't worry. But she's just like, no, I'm making it sound worse than it is. She means well. She does mean well. 9. What she mean? But yeah, because I'm too much like my dad. Like old way of saying, because I'm too much like my dad. I think it grates. It grates. I don't know, because it reminds her of all the things that that they divorced for, you know. So, but I mean, I can't help that. That's the way I was. That's the way I am. So, it is what it is. And I'm not. This is why I go on with my dad well, because we just. So when I used to work nearer my dad, I'd get the bus back to my dad's after. Like, I'd go to work, go to the pub with all the work, then get a bus back to dad's. I'd get in. He'd be like, "You alright?" I was like, "Yep." "Have a good night?" "Yeah, all good." He'd be like, "What are we watching?" And then we'd just stick on TV or watch a music documentary, and he'd be like, "Do you want Doritos?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want Doritos." And that's it. Like that, we'd just sit on the sofa, just watching a show, eating Doritos, and then that'd be that. We'd talk about work, we'd talk about music, we'd talk about all sorts. So yeah, I don't know. We got more in common. I think that's probably what it is, to be honest. And our sense of humour is the same, so that's probably why I get on with him better. But anyway, welcome to the fucking psychology of me. I'm literally breaking down my entire life here. Jesus Christ, I didn't expect to go this into detail for you all. But like, yeah, no, it's all fine. Like, I've had a good life. Do you know what I mean? I've had a good upbringing, to be honest. Like, compared to some other people. Like, I've not had any horrific issues or anything like that. Like, I've got off quite lightly. I had a very normal childhood. What do you mean it's the attitude with us both? My mum asks me to do something. I then in my head think she's nagging at me, so I'll react badly because of the way she says it. And then she gets pissed off at me because of how I react. So it's just instantly both jump into that place. That's all it is. I just, because I feel like I get nagged at, and I do sometimes. And yeah, I could do things quicker. But if she goes, "Oh, do this," I'm like, "Okay, I'll do it later." I will do it, and it will be done. But because it's not there and in that moment, and then she's asked 5 times since then it's a problem. That's what I'm saying, bro. Anyway, moving swiftly on from my psychological hell. Hello, everybody. I don't know how many you're going to have to drink for that, Husky, but I don't envy you. Do it again, though. There you go, there's another couple for you. When parents ask you to do something, then they do it after you said you will do it after. Yeah, that's what I mean. Football team won the league unbeaten this year. Happy days, King Julian. Nice one. We won. We won on my 7-side team. We won on Thursday. I scored 4 goals. It was so basically the team we were playing against. I used to work with one of the guys on that team, and he's been trying to headhunt me for months, trying to get me to join his team. And I don't want to, because their team argue and hate each other and shout at each other. I've got about a 15 kill streak. Anyway, I said it. Yeah, so their team argue and stuff, and he's been trying to get me to join them for months, and I've just said no chance, basically, every single time. So I score 4 goals, their team implodes, start arguing with each other, and then and we won the game 8-3, which was great. I had fun. What's your score prediction for Man United Arsenal tomorrow? I don't like either team. So ideally, the game gets forfeited and both of them get 0 points. I guess a draw would probably be, from a West Ham perspective, a draw would be ideal. That would be an ideal situation in this. So yeah, I'll go with 1-0. I reckon 1-0. I think both teams will shut shop defensively. Arsenal are probably the better team, to be honest. Actually, that's not even a controversial opinion. Arsenal are the better team. So Yeah. I don't know. Man City didn't do us any favours today by thumping Fulham. But Haaland's just... Honestly, the geezer is like a generated FIFA youth player with like a 94 predicted overall. Geezer's mental. Honestly, I do like him. Yeah, I think he's I wouldn't like to piss him off because I know full well he's just going to score. Like that's how it works. You'd go, I'm going to piss off their striker. All right, well expect to ship 3 goals because that will happen. Only pretty much proved the point about missing a penalty last week as well. Found this channel from a random YouTube short, just ripped the audio from one of your vids and slapped GTA footage over it. Yeah, that happens. The game's the game, I get it. I'm not that fussed, to be honest. Yeah, it's going to happen. Like, that's part of it. Especially where our clips aren't they've not got our faces in or stuff like that. It's not like podcast clips, you know, where they get passed around. And also, I hate these podcast clips that get passed around on TikTok. I mean, I know it's rich coming from me because obviously me and Dan have ours, which is consistent as well, nothing. But like these podcasts where I don't know, it's difficult to describe. It's just someone going, "Oh, did you hear about this?" And then they don't even let the other person respond. They just start talking about it. It just seems like they've gone, "Oh right, let's just talk about this because it's going to get some TikTok clout." And then that's that. Like, I don't know. It's a tricky. Like, just be yourself. Like, that's the whole point. When me and Dan started doing Set 5 Maps, we were like, let's just do a podcast where we just talk shit. Like, we don't plan them, which is quite evident, I think, to be honest. We just sort of go with it, like, and just sort of go, well, whatever we're thinking at the time, that's what we're talking about, you know. Obviously, there is a little bit of preparation, like the Heath cocktail that you made last week, and then the 148 sushi. Like, you have one little thing that you'll go, all right, we'll talk about that. But like, other than that, we're just like, we'll wing it. And it is just getting on. That's the thing. It's just a conversation. Like, I got halfway through it and then remembered that we were recording. It's one of them. I don't know. It's a tricky one. It's not a tricky one. It's an easy one. Anyway, these podcasts where they're just actively like, "Did you hear about Michael Jackson?" It's like clearly doing it for just a TikTok clip. Which, I mean, yeah, I suppose that's one way to promote. But I spent most of this stream ranting, so I do apologise for that. I don't really. I like it. It's fun. Any editing tips? Just do what you think is natural, I guess, to your sense of humour. And that's a tricky one. Like, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm even in a position where I can give editing advice, because I just do what... I just go on autopilot and I do it. I don't... Sometimes I think about what I'm doing, like... like use close-ups to emphasize certain jokes or stuff like that, you know, like I got a battle pack. Why is it saying I haven't? But yeah, like use zoom ins to emphasize certain points or stuff like that, you know. Don't be afraid to experiment. That's one as well. I've been experimenting with a lot of like color grading and stuff, all that boring shit. Been experimenting with that lately. Less is more sometimes, I suppose. And I know the boys do it as well. I cut up clips like there is no tomorrow. I have a lot of wasted footage that could be used, and a lot of the time I'm like, oh well, I'll cut that. I don't know if that's good enough, you know. Sometimes just do it. Sometimes it's just easier to put it in because it does work. You just sort of gotta
Drawing on all aspects of...
You just got to trust your gut with it, I guess. You know? I zoned out for a solid 10 minutes, so I'm going to have 20-30 sips. Good. There was a bit where I got like 19 kills, so that will make up for that, I guess. Nice one. I live in Manchester. I was watching the City game last week in a pub, and there was a table of City fans behind me in shirts. Thought about chinning them all. Were you gonna? Do you think you'd win that fight, King Julian? Do you think you could take them all? I mean, it would be entertaining. I can't deny that. But you seem confident. You seem confident you could take them. The frogs are... yeah, they are. They are both Kermit. I've just realised. What's everyone doing tomorrow? I'm sleeping. What am I doing tomorrow? I'll record a second channel video. I've got the house to myself, and it's bliss. I've been feeding the cats. I've been giving them attention, to be fair, because like no one's home, so I feel bad for them, so I'm giving them attention and stuff. And then yeah, it's been pretty chill. I might even have a coffee in the morning, depending on what time I wake up. I need to figure out the bullet drop on this, man. Okay, well, it's certainly not that. The Battlefield 4 was... I feel like that had it perfectly. And I'm slowly but surely remembering this map. Maybe I'm overcompensating. Possibly. I believe sniper kills for two shots. Love your room. Oh, thanks, man. I'm gonna miss it. I will. Like when I move out, I will miss it. But I've got a lot of ideas for the new one, and streaming during the day should be much easier as well. Streaming in the day here. The reason I stream at night is because of the window. Because it lets in the light, and then there's a whole glare in the camera. So obviously, because I'm moving into a new place, I'll have a fresh setup essentially. And I'm gonna basically put the desk in front of the window, so that the light is natural light. I didn't really think about that when I set this one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new setup. I do love this room. I mean, I spent... Obviously, I've only lived in this house for 4 years, 5 years, 4 years, 2019, so 4 years. Moved in November 2019, just before COVID as well. So bear in mind, I had spent a lot of time here in COVID, just waking up every day, straight on this. Me, Dan and Kyle would just play, and Blue would just play Warzone for hours on end. And that was our life for like 3 months. And yeah, a lot of good memories sitting at this desk, to be honest. Like, the more I think about it, because I know Isaac's doing this little video diary for him moving out. I was contemplating it, but I was like, he's more of an art. He's more of the like the film student than I ever will be. Also, I don't like poetry. No, that's a lie. I don't mind poetry, actually. I do like words. I do like words in the English lexicon. But I don't think I take myself seriously talking like that to the camera, you know. Fair play to him. I don't think I could do it. My point is... come on! Ever so slightly. Of course it's fucking moved. My point is... I want to... I don't feel like I've lived here long enough for me to warrant doing that sort of thing, you know. My old bedroom, before I moved twice, and then here eventually, so 3 times. My old bedroom I might have done because I grew up in that bedroom. That was where I went from kid to teenager, and I suppose teenager to adult almost. I moved out when I was 19, 20, so Yeah, I guess that room I would have probably been like, it was here. Like I do it like Isaac does it, but like David Attenborough at the same time. It'd be like, and it was here that he wet himself for the last time in his adult life. But no, yeah. I'll take pictures. I took a picture actually earlier. To be honest, I was out with the cats in the garden. They've started going into the garden now. The kittens, bless them. I took a picture of my bedroom window from the outside, but it's not that good. I need to get on the shed if I'm gonna get a really good picture. To be fair, so potentially could do that after this because it's all glowy and shit. But yeah, no, I will miss it. I will miss it. I mean, especially with work. I live a 6-minute walk away from my work, so it's ideal in that sense. I'm gonna miss that. I am looking forward to it. It's gonna be a challenge. It will be a complete change of lifestyle and a financial burden, to say the least, when I move out. Should be mid next month, I'm predicting, or mid this month, perhaps. I think about 3-4 weeks. I'm predicting. It's with solicitors at the minute, so it's anyone's game. But this sniper is wank. I'm not to go British on yous, but like, what the fuck is this? Shit. Yeah. No, I'm looking for. It's gonna be a challenge. It's gonna be a challenge, but I am looking forward to it. I feel like I will probably mentally grow up a bit as well. Not grow up, because I feel like I am... I don't know. I think in a lot of aspects I will grow up. Because I'll have to, you know. Well, if they had any sniper with brains, they'd realise that killing me is probably the sensible thing to do. And they don't seem to. Yeah, it's going to be different. It's going to be different, but it does mean that I can record freely. I can record without feeling like I've got someone watching me and judging me for talking to strangers, which will be nice. Yeah, I am looking forward to it. Just being myself, just on my own for a bit, and then eventually, you know, the plan is obviously I suppose I did to move over, but TBC, but just hoover the mosquito. I wouldn't be able to tell you what a mosquito looked like if I saw one, to be entirely honest. Yeah, because they're quite small, I seem to recall. I mean, what's a mosquito and a gnat? How different do they look? You know, how different do they look? I can't tell. What game do I attempt platinum for series / stream? Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, Crash Bandicoot. I have platinum Ratchet and Clank, Rift Apart, so I can vouch. That's a fun one to platinum. I did it in 2 days, I think, or something stupid. 2 days non-stop, admittedly. It was the first day I got my PS5. But I am also a massive Ratchet and Clank fan, so that helped. No, Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart's a great game. Yeah, really good. I hadn't played it initially since the 3rd one. I need to play like Tools of Destruction and one about Booty. Stuff like that. Hello, Phils. How are you doing? A bosh. Piss. Alright. Yeah, no. Ratchet and Clank 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. If not my favourite game of all time. So yeah. Anything. My dad went... I asked my dad... I was at my... Right, let me fucking start this story again, because I've fucking shit the bed on this one. I wanted to play the 2018 remaster. The 2016? The remaster, when they rebooted it. I wanted that, and I was at my dad's. I gave him the money. I went, can you go into Tesco and get me Ratchet and Clank? He went, yep, I know what Ratchet and Clank is. I will get it. Thanks for the money. I will sort that. Brilliant. Alright, what could go wrong? Anyway, he goes into Tesco. He was going there anyway, that's why I asked. And then he asked the woman working there or whatever. He was like, oh, have you got Ratchet and Clank on the PS4? And she went, Ratchet and Clunk. What's Ratchet and Clunk? And then he went, no, it's Ratchet and Clank. Have you got it on the PS4? Showing it in stock. She was like, I don't know what Ratchet and Clunk is. Ratchet and Clank. That's the story. That was it. Anyway, he ended up getting it. Yeah, completed it. Ratchet and Clank. That's what I call it. Because of that dumb bimbo. I only played the Rift Apart game. I never played any others, and I enjoyed it. Honestly, Ratchet and Clank 2. I have my hands up. I've not played this map in years. Ratchet and Clank 2 is one of the greatest games of all time. The original trilogy, to be honest, are elite. First one's enjoyable. They did if you've got PlayStation, which I'm assuming you have if you're playing Ratchet and Clank. If you've got PlayStation Premium Extra, you can go on the PlayStation Store and there's the PS3 HD remasters of the PS2 games. Right, so you're playing a PS3 game which was a remaster of a PS2 game on the PS5. I know, right? Mind-boggling. But yeah, they've got all the original trilogy. So many good memories in that game as well. I would love to replay them. I was looking at getting a PS2. I've got a PS2 anyway, but I was looking at getting something that I can stream from the PS2 with. So yeah. On the note of previously mentioned girl, what do I talk about to her? She's kind of quiet kid energy. Well, I show interest in her. Not in a like psychological, mentally manipulation kind of way, but women like it when you ask questions, I guess. Like they don't like it if you just talk about yourself. They like feeling like someone cares. You see, once you psychologically understand women, you can mentally manipulate them. So yeah, ask her questions. Once you find out what her interests are, go from there, because you might have the same interests. If she goes, oh, I like so-and-so, go, oh shit, yeah, me too. Like, what do you think about this? You know? What's your favourite movie of said franchise, or what have you, you know? Or, you know, I have daddy issues too. Also, find out if she's got daddy issues. That is quite important. That was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke. Please don't cancel me. Fuck you. Joined them as alcoholism and manipulation. I would never. I would never. No, I'm playing. I like the M14. M14 didn't exist until 1977. You chat. This is set in 1914. Oh, you posted the bingo in the server. I have not seen it yet. Oh, alright. Let's actually play objective. Yeah, I'm just saying, right? So, if she's quiet, she might just be shy at first. But, once she gets out of it, like, that's a tricky one. Because I'd argue Hayley's quite shy at first. But once she's out of her shell, she's just quite a nutcase, really, to be honest. I have just been murdered with an anti-tank rocket. That's going to leave a mark. So that happened. I love that I can hit the fingers, right? I don't know if you can hear this. But after I say these really awkward catchphrases, I can just hear my chair creaking, and it's just adding to the awkwardness, which I'm finding quite funny. I won't lie. I don't know if you can hear the chair creaking though, which makes it even more awkward for me. So it's a win-win situation, really. I find it entertaining. One, to be awkward and a bad person, and two, to make others feel awkward. That's how I get my kicks. I hope that's okay. Nonetheless, right, I don't want to manipulate people. No, I'm not saying manipulator. I'm just saying, like, it's sort of like outmaneuvering her tactically, mentally, you know? Don't be someone you're not. But equally, how to word this? How to word this? I don't really know what point I'm trying to make it, to be honest. But it's kind of like human chess. Yeah, right. So if you make her feel important, then she'll be like, oh, I like talking to this person. It boosts my serotonin, and it makes me feel worth, you know. And then what you do, so what you want to do, you want to make them dependent. So they require your attention and your approval. And then what you do is you get them to a sense of security where they trust you, and it's like an instinct to go to you and go, oh, I've had a really rough day, you know, you make me feel happy and stuff like that. So you know, I'm going to come to you and you'll help and you'll make my day feel better. Great, brilliant, you've got them right where you want them. and then what you're going to do is you're going to neglect them emotionally. And you're going to go distant. And then you're going to be like, I'm sorry. It's just me. I'm a complicated person. It's not you. It's me. I'm complicated. I never truly recovered from the incident. And then it becomes about you. Right? and then they're on the back foot. They're the ones that are trying to then put the effort in. And they're going, oh no, I better help. And then you, I don't know where I'm going with this, to be honest. And then what you want to do is you come back to them and you're like, I'm sorry, that wasn't me. That was out of character. That was out of character. Yeah, that was wrong of me. I apologise. And they go, oh, he's compassionate. He's compassionate and he apologised. I like that in a man. Then you leave them. And they are emotionally damaged further. And then they just get passed on to the next person. And they all have trust issues because of it. This was joke. I would love to stress that this was a joke, by the way. This whole segment has been a joke. I would like to stress that very much. I hate how accurately described this is and how I've seen it happen. Yeah, well, I'm just saying... Don't manipulate women, guys. It's not cool. Unless you're an alpha male. Then do. Don't. I'm joking. I am joking. I am being sarcastic. I'm going to get it in the neck after this. Is that what you did to me? No. I haven't got to the end bit. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. How does one make... How does one laugh? I don't know what you mean by that question. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? For real though, right? For real though, if you're trying to find something this girl to talk to her about, if you're getting blunt replies, she might not be interested. That's the harsh reality of it. If you get blunt replies, chances are that is the case. If she is quiet, she'll just take some warming up. That's all it is. Put her in the microwave for 20. She'll be fine. No, I'm playing. But just try and show her that you're actually interested and you want to know what she's got to say. And don't disregard it, but don't... Yeah, I don't know. It's tricky, isn't it? You shouldn't have to mentally manipulate someone. Ask her if she likes Minecraft. Everyone likes Minecraft. And then you go, do you want to play Minecraft together sometime, maybe? Question mark. Them emojis. Why have I done that? And then say, what's your favourite Minecraft mob? Mine is the zombie. I like the bit where it goes, and then you play Minecraft together, and then you fall in love, and then you murder her Minecraft dog. What's she gonna do? She's not gonna leave you. She's dependent on you at this point. You killed her dog. She needs revenge. What's she gonna do? Truth is, she can't do it. But you have betrayed her trust. Or are you keeping her on edge? That's the other question. You know, if you're capable of doing that, what else are you capable of? Oh, I better work harder to make him happy. I swear, I promise I'm joking. I'm taking the piss out of alpha males. Or am I? What's your favourite Minecraft? Stuff like that. Slime block. Slime block because Haley got me on the slime, and I do like that. I am a slime block's up there definitely on her behalf. However, I like moss block mainly because I call my cat Moss Block, and also it goes really nicely with bone meal and it looks pretty. She's from Africa, how about that? Well, that might make things complicated. She's essentially playing Minecraft in real life. Oh no, shit. Well, no, that was a joke. I mean, hello Elite Bunny, how are you? I don't know is the answer. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't. No, I mean, it's just. Yeah. See you in a bit, deadest of memes. It turns out I'm the deadest of memes. I'm gonna start adding a laugh track to my videos, to be honest. I think that's good. Because I've realised recently, I'm not funny. I just prey on bad reactions. Or good reactions, I suppose. I just prey on good reactions to my awful jokes. And that's, yeah. Hello, Suave. How are you doing? What's going on? Are we all a little bit on the edge? My voice cracked there. I'm a 27-year-old man, and my voice still cracks. That makes me bitter, if anything. Vimtime vodka is messing you up. Oh, yeah, I wonder why. What do you mean it's messing you up somehow? You've literally listed the reason why. Vodka. Oh, this alcoholic drink's making me feel drunk. I wonder why. Think! I'll give her a Netherite block for you, milady. Yeah, do that. Oh, okay. Netherite block. Yeah, that's how you know someone's minted. Goated with the sauce there, I say. I'm alright though, Elite Bunny. I'm a little bit tipsy. I've drank... Well, I drank a bottle of wine before I even got on here, and I'm not... I don't feel like that pissed. I probably will when I stand up, mind you. But I feel alright. I feel groovy. I got a bit of a headache. Got a bit of a headache. But will paracetamol fix that? I think it will. I haven't given you a Netherite block. True, but I do let you take all my diamonds when we go mining because you've got Fortune 3. So there is that. And I did give you a flower in Minecraft once, so, you know, romance is still there. Right, if I get a cleaver kill, you gotta do a shot. But yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I am good. That's just profit, not romance. Nah, she's a good little worker bee. She's good. I didn't just call my girlfriend a worker bee. That was a joke. I'm getting all... I've said a lot of jokes tonight that are maybe not jokes. No, they are jokes, but like I keep doing it. At some point, one of them will fuck me over. But not. I love this game. Honestly, it's like, oh no, why have I paused? I haven't played it for like 4 years. I played it the other day, that's a lie. I haven't played it for like 4 years though, and it's not changed. It's not changed one bit, and it's still as perfect as it was the day that I played it last, you know. This was a game that I fell in love with, I think. We had a turbulent relationship at the best of times, but we had fun. And it's where I met Kyle, so it's, you know, good for that reason. If this game didn't exist, then we wouldn't be having this conversation, I guess. That is Notre Dame Cathedral. Is that Notre Dame? I guess it probably is, isn't it? You put netherite armor trim on your top and die. Yeah, because I'm balling. Minting. Wait, fall asleep on stream? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Just capturing the flag on my own because no one else wants to fucking do it. Hello? There weren't that many planes in the First World War, surely. Like, aerial combat was relatively new. I don't know as much about the First World War as I'd like to, though, to be honest. It's a fascinating war. Because they were just fighting a war as if it was like... Well, like the Napoleon War was, where you'd have your lines of armies and they'd just march at each other and shoot and then last man standing kind of thing. But they were doing it with, at the time, modern weapons, or weapons that were years ahead of that sort of combat. Which I suppose is why trench combat then existed. But like, it makes you think, like, combat evolves over time, right? So, obviously, the Greeks fought, like, in a certain way. And then, 1,000 years later, 2,000 years later, the Romans have their armies and they fight in a complete different way. Which completely renders the old way of fighting obsolete, right? And obviously the same thing, right? So World War I happens and they're still fighting as if it's like the Civil War or the Napoleon War, and lining their armies up and just all taking turns to shoot each other. So that develops into trench warfare. Trench warfare then develops into tanks, armoured warfare, mobile, well, you know, more mobile. You're advancing kilometres in a day instead of metres. Stuff like that, you know. That then in turn turns into guerrilla warfare, as seen in the Vietnam War, I suppose in Afghan as well, Iraq, them sort of places. And looking at Ukraine, for example, it seems to be more, very much attack, defence, trench warfare again, almost. Not as much trench warfare like World War I, like where there's an actual trench system, but you know, one of them will build defences and then defend that for months, and then I don't know. It's weird. It's very much of it is now like special forces. They deal with it in smaller groups because I suppose there's less at stake there. Warfare's weird, but it makes you wonder what it'll be like in 1,000 years. I don't know. Nuclear weapons kind of took the fun out of war. I feel like if nuclear weapons didn't exist, then war would be a hell of a lot more fun. A lot more people would die, admittedly. That would be sad. But, you know, that's a sacrifice I'd be willing to make. Well, not me, but I'm sure other people would. You know, we could have had all sorts of fun wars. Nuclear weapons patch ruined the game. Yeah. Bloody Oppenheimer, what's he up to? How long do I have to complete the platinum when I stream it and be reasonable? I'd say it's possible in 24 hours. No, less than that. Less than that. I think the story is only about 10 hours, 12 hours. Other than that, it's a lot of skill points and like beating speed times from what I recall. So, I think realistically 14 hours is a challenge. Doable, I think. That might be generous, you know. I think 14 hours. 14 hours is, I think. I should nerf nuclear weapons. I agree. They've become the meta. That's the problem. Nuclear weapons have become the meta. And at the moment they've been patched because no one's using them. But I feel like they'll get a buff at some point soon, and someone will just be like, "Yeah, fuck it, go on, isn't you?" Although I don't think we're as close to that happening as we may have been several months ago. It's just another game. That's the situation we do be in at the minute. It is what it is. Nothing will happen. No one will press a button. There's too much at stake. They know. Everyone. That's the thing. So we're going to go back to the serious talk, the adult talk for a little while. When obviously all the shit in Ukraine kicked off for the first month or so, I wasn't nervous wreck necessarily. I was intrigued, but I was also shitting myself, I think, for the first few days, because before Ukraine sort of got themselves together and fought back, and you know, before I suppose they retook all that land, it was a genuine concern that Russia were going to try and go for Europe, and who's actually going to try and stop them. Like, but then once obviously it settled down, I don't know, it sort of took a different turn. But I don't think nukes will be used. I don't think they'll be used in our lifetime, if I'm entirely honest. I think there is too much at stake, for one. Secondly, these people don't want to die. No matter how much they might be struggling, they want to make money. They want to live. No one wants to die. No one at that level wants to die, and it's got to go through a lot of people before it gets to that point of authorizing the use of nuclear weapons. I don't think it will happen. I think it will be fine. A lot of it is to prove a point, I think. And they know that if Putin, for example, nukes Ukraine, they're just going to get every nuke back up. And the same for China, and the same for North Korea. If North Korea nuked South Korea, North Korea would be wiped off the face of planet Earth quicker than you could say the word testing. It's not. It wouldn't happen. I think they're mental. I don't think they're mental enough to do it and believe that it's a good idea. So I used to worry about this a lot, and I don't now really as much. I mean, even if it happens, I'm not going to know about it. Like, realistically, I've turned the alarms off on my phone. I'd rather not know. I would rather not know. I'd rather just go out in a blaze of glory and get vaporized into fucking ash, you know. That's quite a cool way to go, really. And even if I survive, it'd be pretty cool being one of the last humans on planet Earth. That's a pretty cool story, you know. Thank you, Ellie Bunny. I appreciate that. And thanks for being me. Homie, I haven't got a choice. Yeah. I was saying this to one of the guys the other day, right? When I started doing this, I could have been anyone I chose, anyone I wanted. I could have been any form of personality or any variation of myself that I could have been. And I decided to be myself. How original. How boring. But I guess it means I haven't got any pressure, or I haven't got to pretend to be a different character, you know. So, yeah. No, appreciate that, though. Yeah. And you've been around. I mean, I said this every time you come in the stream. You've been around for yonks. So yeah, appreciate it for still being here, man. So yeah. Like, to be fair, it's weird 'cause obviously knowing you through the Discord as well. Like when you joined, you were, I don't know how old you were at the time, but like you were just a kid or whatever. But like you're turning into a young adult. It's actually it's mad to see because it's like you don't realise how quick that time goes. But no, good on you, man. I hope you're doing well. Anyway, I've given him attention now. That's over. No, I'll probably end it after this game anyway. To be fair, it's hot and it's I'm not really drunk. That's the thing. I'm not really drunk or even tipsy. I think because I've been pacing it a bit much. I think that's the problem. Usually on these sort of streams, I speed drink. That's where I go wrong. I did it a couple of weeks ago. I can't remember what game I was playing. Call of Duty, I think it was. And I must have drank. I did one of the smaller bottles of Jack in about half an hour. I was just like, well, after it, I did throw up. So yeah, Sinai Desert was. I'm gonna stop anyway, but Sinai Desert was the first map me and Kyle ever played. Actually, should we watch it? Should we watch it? I think we should. Let's watch it. So if I bear with me, I'm just gonna deal with this. We'll watch the first video me and Kyle did together as a nostalgic little ending to this stream. Why am I changing my screen on that? There we go. I can go full face. Why have I not gone full face? I look like a mess tonight. I've realised. Why is this screen now not working? Oh, just work. Honestly, man. Like, just work. It's not difficult, is it? What do you mean you're not... Come on. Come on now. There we go. My, all my YouTube recommendations right now are, like, just Ratchet and Clank and football. Witness Grove and You Witness Mine. We share an acquaintance like... Yeah, no, it's cool to say, man. It really is. And hello, Caster. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. Let's... I don't know if it might be in my... Of this vid, I think. Yeah, I'm just going to watch this video and then I'll call it. You know, we've all got places to be. What's the time anyway? Yeah, it's like nearly midnight, so... Bear in mind, this is later than I usually go. I know, like, Blue sometimes goes at this sort of time. But, I mean, what are we going to be doing this time? Like, I mean, it's bedtime. It's beddy bide. There's so many old videos, dude. It's all memories as well. That's the thing. Like, that's why I don't remove any videos. I just don't, like, private them or whatever, maybe. It's just memories. That's the way I see it. Like, the way this is what I was saying. I said this last stream. When I got into YouTube, it was because you just had a love for it and you just wanted to show you just wanted to show your mates stupid clips that you got up to, or stupid things that you and your friends had got up to, and you just wanted to share it around your friends. And that's why I do it. I just do it because I have fun with my friends and I think, oh, this is stupid, someone might enjoy this. Whereas I feel like the newer generation are getting into it to be YouTubers, and, you know, it's sad, but that's just the way it's developed. I kind of get it, because you see all these people being famous and all that stuff. I get it. It makes sense. Yeah. Right. So this is the first time literally, right, I hadn't even spoken to him in person before this session started. We just jumped straight in. We got in a party. I was like, Battlefield? He was like, yeah. And then we played.
Right.
So I don't know how well you can hear this. Cantina music.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on my gun.
He was just, I don't know.
I'm intelligent, changed my class, so I have the Calibri, then jump on the cavalry, because that's going to give me the Calibri.
Although the quality of this is for some reason stuck at, there we go, 1080. Now we're talking, 1080, big boy stuff. I don't, like, the editing style was very strange. I don't like. It was just the occasional little, like, I don't know what I did here. I got out and then had a glitch, and it was like Illuminati confirmed. Weird. I don't know, but yeah, like literally, I didn't even, we'd messaged like 3 times I think before this session. Yeah, mad how far it's come.
No one in my squad can have it. No one the enemy can have it. I will guard this with my life.
I've got a bike. You got a tank on it?
No, someone else nicked it. I will guard this.
But the thing is, I'm not I'm subconsciously doing it now. Like I'm going back over it in my head, and I'm like, I should have made more of a point of what he said, because it just went by in conversation, and then I say something, and then it goes back to that. It's like, what are we talking about? Which is why the subtitles come in handy, I suppose. But obviously, the amount of stuff that would have got cut out these days.
I feel like I'm coming to pick you up from school.
I don't know. It is simple though. You are right.
I had detention for not completing my tank hunter assignment. Alright, I am here.
Let's do something.
Hopefully something epic.
You're about to see some of the best
Just-
driving skills in the top, bottom 4 people in the match.
It didn't make sense.
12 seconds later.
Oh. Oh, okay. Whoops.
So simple though.
That's a
It is,
wall.
you are right in saying that.
Alright, this.
What? I definitely ran from over there. Oh.
This was at a point as well where I wouldn't swear. I wouldn't swear on mic in case someone heard me, someone in the house. Obviously it's a bit different now. So fuck. Tee. Fuck. Fuck's sake, Nick. You get my point. Kyle has been Australian the whole time. Yeah. No. Yeah. I don't know how he's done it, in all honesty. Quite the chore, if you ask me.
Oh, no driver.
Oh, no. It's me, Mr. Bayer. That was my impression of Kyle.
Cleaver
Either
up the
that
side of this,
or-
now we're talking.
We'll run into that one tank that decides that he doesn't.
I did have an idea, which was... Sorry, I don't keep pausing it. But I had an idea to just go back and re-edit these videos and do them the way I do them now. But, realistically, I'd use about 30 seconds of the footage, if that. I cut so much footage now. It's stupid. Although in the next video is a bit simpler, I think. It's just conversations that we're having. I'm just waiting for the thumbnail to come through anyway, but like it's just simple stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm excited to get that out. But
Want us driving anymore.
Oh, we're being shot from behind.
I do.
I missed. Oh no, I got him.
I pull this off though, which is kind of cool.
I'm back.
Ah, I got a
And I
cleaver kill.
still
I got a
won the
cleaver
battle.
kill. I got a cleaver kill.
I don't know why I was that excited
Upside down and
Oh,
I
no.
got a cleaver kill. Oh, I'm dead.
with the grime music as well.
I don't know how you got a Calibri kill.
Honestly, it's the best thing I've ever done in the history of ever.
I was admiring.
And the Wii music,
Admiring your play.
the generic Wii music. Oh, this is funny.
Oh, good. Oh, AA gunner. Oh, I can't outmaneuver him.
I don't know why I kept slowing things down as well. I didn't really. Yeah. See, now it would have been like he goes, "You should see my piloting skills." Then it goes into a montage of him just flying the plane badly. That's what I should have done. But again, you got to learn these things. Like this is, bear in mind, this is 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 2017, I think this was. So you learn these 6 years ago almost, and you learn it as you go. That's the thing. It's. Someone asked about editing earlier, but like you can't really.
My plane's still flying though.
It doesn't happen overnight. It happens over the course of time. You learn. You pick up like. Yeah. Because my editing skills per se haven't changed since I was 13, 14. I've just learned a few new techniques and learned how to pace a video a little bit. That's all it is. It's just experience. We still quote that clip now, and I don't know why. I think
Where is my body?
the joke was I was picking him up from school, Hello, Tony. How are you doing? I'm just about to end it, but I've gone with a little throwback of mine and Kyle's first video together because I was playing Battlefield 1. I'm feeling nostalgic. So we're halfway through that.
Isn't picking up.
Sounds good.
And they picking
Alright,
up.
now
from
this is
school.
when we need some
So
Alright,
I'm
here we go.
I'm between G and D. This is
happy
gonna be.
graduation. Oh no.
Do you ever play this with Kyle? This is literally Kyle, home dog.
Where is my body gone?
We played it a couple times. We were talking about getting on it recently, to be honest, like last week, because we've been playing Hell Let Loose a bit lately, and I was saying, oh, there's still servers on Battlefield 1 if you want to join, and he was like, definitely, I'll re-download it. So I think he's busy this weekend, or he might be busy tonight, but not tomorrow. I don't know. It is on the cards, definitely. So I do like giving my thoughts on editing videos, though my skills might not be up to your standards. Do you use Premiere Pro? Do you use any presets? The thing is, editing is just, it's like art. It's subjective, isn't it? Like, everyone has a different way of editing. Doesn't necessarily mean my standards are any different to yours. They're just different. There's a hell of a lot I could learn, to be honest. I use Sony Vegas, and I have done since I was 13. So everything I learned was basic, but it did the job for what I wanted to do. So I learned pretty early. The essential things to learn really are how to split clips, how to put text in, and then obviously you can just learn how to motion track and so on and so forth. But handy things to learn: chroma key, which is green screen and stuff like that. And then you can go back in afterwards at the end once you've got a rendered video and like that changes saturation or your contrast. And I lately I've been adding a little bit of saturation, not too much, and some noise to give it like film grain. Everyone has a different style though, and again, you could have all the editing skills in the world, but if you can't pace a video correctly, then it's pointless. So motion tracking. So motion tracking. I think there's a little bit of it in a bit. Not that good, admittedly, purely on the basis that
I didn't get it.
I wasn't that good at editing at this point.
Hijack this guy's vehicle.
I think
I'll jump on top.
it was just me and Carl dicking about in the game. You get the idea.
I'm not a medic either. But,
So
we'll use you as a trap.
I don't know what my.
Okay, that didn't work.
I need to watch this again properly.
Oh,
Right, so
that's
motion
happy
tracking.
horse.
I zoom in there. Right, so say I zoomed in on that guy. You're getting a school lesson. Right, say I zoomed in on that red dot. If he moves, I'm tracking him, motion tracking. But you also can work it with subtitles as well. So I use motion tracking on my subtitles to make them bounce out, because I'm essentially expanding the scale of the script, or reducing, I suppose, the scale of the screen, so that they look bigger, so they bounce out at you. Any tips on pacing? Sometimes I might go too fast or too slow. I just watched a lot of comedy, to be honest. I grew up on like Peep Show, like I said before. Just watch a lot of comedy, I guess. If you know how to tell a joke, which I don't, then you sort of learn how to punchline. Awful example. Real bad example. It's sort of like you're telling a joke, you know? So if I went, oh, okay, well, I'm going to tell a joke, but I'll tell it correctly at first, and then I'll tell it badly. So I went out, I left my house the other day. I'm going to tell it anyway. I know you get it, but this is about me. So I left my house the other day anyway, and I saw my neighbour scrubbing graffiti off his garage door, and I noticed it said like paedophile, nonce, kiddie fiddler. I went, John, what's happened? And he went, fucking kids. That's the joke. However, if I went, oh, so I left my house the other day and I saw my neighbour John scrubbing graffiti off of his door, and it said nonce paedophile and kiddie fiddler, and I said John wants them out, and he went, oh, fucking kids. So I mean, it's just like, it's how you, it's how quick it's delivered and how you need room for certain lines to breathe. I've never analysed it too much. It's just natural, I guess. Like you don't think about it, you just do it. It's a good joke though. That I like that one. But yeah, you need an 18+ stream at 1 AM. You know what? If YouTube allowed 18+ streams, I'd do an Omegle stream. But I don't know. My after party maybe for 18+, I guess. I'm not gonna get my balls out. Don't worry. I don't know what this bit was about. This probably went on for too long though. I could tell you that much. Why are you still alive? I initially read that as why are you still alive, and I was about to ask myself the same question. See you later, El. Have a good one, coward.
I hit a horse.
Hey.
Ooh, see, don't land in, and... Oh, there's a second guy. There's a second guy. I was teabagging, and there's a second guy.
I think with this though,
I'm
I was
taking
still editing in the
absolute
sense
good tags.
that I was playing
That
competitively.
is the face of someone I just... Oh,
So
you guys
I guess it was a bit different.
Maybe he's enjoying it. I'm gonna go and reclaim the bike that you decided to trash.
The Hawaiian music as well.
Put it in repairs.
Oh, this
I
cough,
had
man.
complications.
When are you moving in a new flat? I haven't got a date yet. I think I reckon in about a month. Within the month, I think. But I do not know. I don't know. I haven't got a date yet. The solicitors are dealing with it, so depends on them. Wicked Sick Drift. I've got the nuds. The nuds for Spuds. Stunt it. Okay. Is that a young Kyle? Yeah, this is young me and
Oh,
Kyle.
I tried that.
Although I was never young.
Try it again, and we'll try it until it works. You're on fire.
That was fun. Do it again.
I've got the dynamite left.
I think all I did was collect the
You
ammo.
got a screwdriver, not screwdriver, the spanner.
You can tell at that point as well I didn't know how to move subtitles. So you can throw the metal thing without getting told off soon. Hell, I'll do it now. How about that? I hope that worked. I did it earlier. I did it earlier because I got angry at a game, and I chipped my bloody screen. I'm not too happy about it. I chipped my screen. So I got a little dink. I got a little dink in my monitor now. Which is not radical at all. I'm always 500 years old. Right, okay. Not gonna lie, I could sleep to Metal Pipe MP3. I could
do
do.
not,
I could do.
I have cablets. Do they help?
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
I need to play this again
I
with
made
him.
the bike crispier. Is that not what you want?
Yeah, I've given you the
Customers.
crispy finish.
Such a simple time though.
Scratch because it has no form paint. Oh, there's a plane coming over.
Me with metal ASMR.
Get it.
I age in reverse. Yeah, I'm like Benjamin Button.
Alright, I am a master.
get him.
No, I missed.
Hey.
Oh, and he's down the he landed on a snake head. Snakes and letters.
Oh, this is at the time Shia LaBeouf memes were a thing.
I don't know, there's something about medic.
I'll tell you what, I'll finish this with one clip that happened recently.
Syringe and medic packs.
I'll see if I can get out.
Stick that filthy needle in me, boy.
Fill you up full of adrenaline.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, adrenaline. Yeah. Not heroin.
I don't know why I was joking about heroin. Seemed like a funny idea at the time.
We found it on the floor.
yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Word of advice: don't use.
Where is
yourself
this
on
video?
fire.
Aha!
We've got
Right, so...
In front of the
Oh,
tank.
I'll get it out.
I've
I'll
got
get it
this,
out.
I'm a tank hunting pro.
I'll
You can't
download
get me
it.
if I'm on the
He's disabled. You're dead, but I have no grenades left, and this is a
Come on.
situation to be in.
How did you kill me? I was on top. How is that?
Why is this not working? Come on.
Tank hunting pro.
I've got. I don't know why I was doing them like. Oh, this happened 20 seconds ago, and we all know it happened 20 seconds ago because you just saw it.
Oh.
So I will wrap this up.
I'm just doing star jumps.
I don't know what was this.
From a distance,
That's the
probably
I've
cheese
never
left
heard
out
that
or something.
expression.
I just like ham. Pork is good if it's undercooked. It's ham. If it's
What is he talking about ham?
And if it's just cooked right, it's nice pork steak.
Overcooked on the bottom, crispy as fuck, and it looks like Gandhi's flip-flop.
I've been educated in meat.
You could take that, I suppose.
Correct by any means, but it's a logic I live by.
Yeah, it's a good. I mean, at least you've got morals.
So yeah, that was our first little session together. Heroin's pretty fun. All right, is Isaac the youngest of the boys? Yes. Yeah, he is, and I'm the oldest. Only by 6 months though. Dan's only 6 months younger than me, by the way. I know everyone forgets that miraculously. Oh, how convenient! We've all forgotten that Dan's only 6 months younger than me because he can't grow a beard. But but yeah, no. Isaac's only. Oh well, Isaac's the youngest. Dan's only 6 months. Oh, for fuck's sake! Yeah, Isaac's the youngest. Kyle is second youngest. So we've been playing Hell Let Loose recently. This is from Isaac's POV. I've got a different POV. I'm literally Ollie. I'm finishing off, man. Getting my kicks. Leave me alone. Can't leave us. We're defending on you after that manipulation advice from earlier. You'll give us trauma. That's the point. But yeah, this was from a session we did on Hell Let Loose the other day. If you don't know Hell Let Loose, it's basically a realistic war sim. World War II. You get the gist. Santa sees you when you're sleeping, so stop. Yeah, he sees me when I'm awake as well, so he's not going to miss me, is he?
to the cum zone.
Appreciate the 17 months, though. Big ups. Nice one. But yeah, anyway, I'll let the clip speak for itself. Kyle got fucking turned into minced meat. He got absolutely fucking ripped apart. Kyle was on bazookas. He just gets fucking destroyed. Bless his cottons. I could just watch it and repeat. Isaac's got such a good POV of it as well. So, but I was like, obviously I'm there, so I did see it. I was telling Kyle to get rid of the tank, as you can hear. So yeah. Anyway, I fucking love Hell Let Loose. It's such a sick game. So I might stream that at some point, but is one you need to play with other people. So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be that. I was gonna do some weird fucking outro. Let me try again. Nice one. Oh, strong. It's not really, it's Echo Falls. It's only 9%. Hello, Jesse. I'm on my way out. Is that wine? Yeah, it's wine. Is that a problem? Oh, no. Anyway, I'm going to end this now. The stream, not my life. Got Jamie Dodgers though, which is pretty cool. Stop, I have headphones. What's that sock on your mic? It's not a sock. It's a cap, and it says forklift certified. So I'm gonna put my forklift certified hat on. This is my silly hat. And now I'm going to say goodbye to you all. Goodbye. Oh, the white thing. It's a panda headband that I put on my hair when it's wet. Wet. I'm sorry, Jesse. It's the way it is. Would you like to listen to my voice while I send you to sleep? I hope not. It's a bit weird. What shall I say? What's ASMR-y? Do you want to see something I got while I was on holiday? Of course you do. It's a rock.
got a rock. It's a rock. Do you want to hear the rock against the mic? I will. Sorry.
I will non-ironically do an ASMR stream at some point when I move into the flat. Oh, I got. Oh no, I had a fart come in. I was gonna consider actually showing you to the world of my farts, but I better not. You know, I feel like a boss in a retail job or an office job where I'm like, we're all just one big happy family here. We're all just one big family, one happy family, which is why I can get away with like talking to people like shit. People are into that. Yeah, I'm sure they are. Anyway, me and my rock are gonna go now. This outro has gone on for about 40 minutes. But yeah. I'm having fun. Just not.
I'm enjoying myself far too much. Let me just finish my drink. Do you like it when I finish my drink? Me when I'm in trouble. So that just happened. Sleep stream? Nah. What would be the point? I mean, maybe when I move out, it might be funny. But nah, better not. I better not. Do you like it when I rub my beard against the mic? Kids don't like that. I don't know how well that got picked up. Did I get picked up?
I really hope it did. Let me listen to it back. We're all just one big family, like that.
No, it's a bit weird.
I'm just listening back. I want to see if they come through. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh, it's so bad. I'm just entertaining myself. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself right now. Me too, man. Do you like it when I finish my drink? I do. Me when I'm in trouble. So that just happened. Fuck off, man. Sleep stream? Nah. Oh, do it. I mean, people could see his stream. It might be funny. Yeah, it might be. But I sleep. Nah, better not. You are right. You are right. You are right. I better not. Beard against the mic. Oh god, that's so distorted. Oh, I just wanted to hear the fart, and I'm so glad I did. It got picked up pretty well, my guy. Why have you turned the mic down, man? Turn it back up. Turn it back up right now. Oh, you're really messing with it. I know you're listening back, but just skip to the good part, man. It is real bad. It's really bad. I'm just entertaining myself. I am quite funny. I'm having fun. Me too, dude. Me too. Me too, man. Oh, I am too. Me as well. That did just happen. Fuck off, man. Oh, do it. I could do it.
I mean, people could see his stream.
Yeah.
It might be.
It could be.
You are right. You are right.
Nah, do it, you bitch. Do it. It'd be fun. What could go wrong?
Oh god, that's so distorted.
Kitten didn't like it. Kitten didn't like it.
I just wanted to hear the fart, and I'm so glad I did.
I missed the fart. I missed it.
Why have you turned the mic down, man? Turn it back up. Turn it back up right now.
No, yeah, turn it up. I didn't hear the fart.
Oh, well, you're really messing with it. I know you're listening back, but just skip to the good part.
Make him stop.
It is real bad.
He's gone too far.
It's really bad.
No.
I am quite funny.
It is quite funny, to be fair. I am too.
Too, dude.
Yeah, well, me too. Me as well.
Just happened.
Yo, this kid's whack.
Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah, I reckon I could do that.
It could be.
Might be.
Nah, do it, you bitch.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be the greatest.
What could go wrong?
Nothing could go wrong. Do it.
Kitten didn't like it.
Kitten never does though, does he?
I missed the fart.
Where's the? Oh man! Start. Look, if you don't talk as loud, I'll hear the fart.
No, yeah, turn it up. I didn't hear the fart. Make him stop.
If both of you shut the fuck up, I'll be able to hear. No, shut up! I can't hear. I want to hear the fart. I am a little bit.
Quite funny.
It is a little bit funny. He's right.
Too.
Yeah.
Me too.
me too. Me too.
Yo, this kid's whack. Yeah, I reckon I could do that.
Yeah, I got it in the bag.
Might be. I'm gonna do it.
It's happening. It's happening.
It's gonna be the greatest.
It's gonna happen.
Nothing.
It-
Nothing could go wrong.
It's gonna be the best. It will happen.
Kitten never does though.
I'm going to murder Kitten and ban her from the Discord server. Ah, did I miss it? For God's sake. I missed the fart. Shut up! I'm trying to listen to the fart, gaze. Please make the voices stop.
You shut the fuck up. I'll be able to hear. No, shut up. I can't hear. I want to hear the fart. I am a little bit. It is a little bit.
It's quite funny. It's very funny. Hello, Arson. Yes. Anyway, I should probably end it here. My sanity is on the line. Yeah. Use a bit.
Yeah, I got it in the bag.
I could definitely do that. I've already done it. I've already done it. Yeah.
It's gonna be the best.
It
will happen.
was so good. You had to be there, man.
I'm going to murder Kitten and ban her from the Discord.
Why would you do that?
Did I miss it? Oh, God's sake. I missed the fuck. Shut up! I'm trying to listen to the phone.
Hey, if you be quiet, then the rest of us can hear.
Please make the voices stop.
They're not going away, champ. Oh, you pipe down as well. You're getting lippy, son. You need to pipe down. Yeah, me too.
It's quite funny.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit.
Hello, Arson. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway.
I've run out of alcohol now, so this is essentially pointless. Sorry, the mic is still turned up.
There we go. Much better. Yeah.